Picture this. It's December 22nd. You're at the mall for the third time this week, standing in the holiday aisle, feeling completely overwhelmed. Your mom's expecting that elaborate Christmas dinner. Your kids want the perfect holiday experience, and you're already exhausted just thinking about coordinating everyone's schedules on top of year-end work deadlines. Sound familiar? If you're a woman, juggling aging parents, teenagers, work deadlines, and the pressure to create magical holidays for everyone else, this video is for you. I'm Catherine Avery, ADHD Coach. Today we're going to talk about how to go from holiday chaos to what I like to call holiday calmish. Because let's be real, perfection isn't the goal here. Before we dive in, if you're navigating midlife ADHD, caregiving, and the pressure to hold everyone's holidays together, you're in the right place. I create videos to help you find calm, clarity, and energy and focus one tab at a time. If that speaks to you, go ahead and click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new videos. What if I told you there's a holiday trap that catches almost every woman in her 40s and 50s, and most of us don't even realize we're in it until we're drowning? Picture this. You're an air traffic controller at the world's busiest airport during a snowstorm. Planes are circling everywhere. Your teenager's Christmas needs are coming in hot. Your mom's doctor appointments are requesting immediate landing. Your mother-in-law's dinner expectations are hovering in a holding pattern. And Instagram is broadcasting emergency instructions to make everything look magazine perfect. But here's the thing. You're not safely in the control tower. You're standing on the runway trying to direct all this holiday traffic while planes are landing right on top of you. That's the holiday expectation trap. We become air traffic control for everyone else's holiday. We're in charge of their happiness while we're getting run over in the process. Research shows that women already take on 70% more holiday tasks than men. But for those of us in midlife, that number skyrockets because we're not just managing our kids' Christmas lists, we're also coordinating our parents' holiday needs and managing 3 generations of expectations. Somehow we've convinced ourselves that if we just work faster, plan better, Pinterest our way to perfection, we can safely land every single holiday demand. But here's what nobody talks about. What happens when the air traffic controller crashes? Because I learned the hard way that this system has a breaking point, and it almost broke me. Let me share something personal with you. If you've been around for a while, then you'll know that 10 years ago I was diagnosed with cancer. It was in the fall, not long before Thanksgiving. Suddenly, all of those elaborate holiday plans I'd been making, the perfect decorations, the homemade everything, the hosting multiple gatherings, going to multiple gatherings, none of it seemed important anymore. Here's what I realized not long after I sat in that doctor's office. Meeting everyone's holiday expectations creates exhaustion, but honoring your own values creates connection. When you're constantly trying to meet everyone else's definition of the perfect holiday, here's what happens. You experience decision fatigue, especially with ADHD, from trying to coordinate everyone's preferences. You feel guilty when you can't do all the things, and you end up resentful instead of joyful during what should be the most meaningful time of the year that we share with our friends, family, loved ones. Many women I work with tell me they need a vacation after the holidays. I can relate, just to recover. But that's not how it's supposed to work. And that used to be me. The truth is, when we operate from other people's expectations instead of our own values, we create holidays that look good on Instagram, but leave us feeling empty and exhausted. So here's what I learned during that particular difficult holiday season. I'd been holiday planning like I was running someone else's marathon, following their route, their pace, their finish line. But chemo and radiation was already a marathon, and I wasn't going to be left with merry elf energy. Not to mention I was losing my hair, literally, before Thanksgiving. Not tearing it out, it was just falling out. That's when I started asking, what do I actually want my, at the time, 10-year-old daughter to remember? Not what Pinterest says, not what my mother-in-law expects. What do I want? It's like Marie Kondo for holidays, except instead of asking, does this spark joy, you ask, does this spark the memories I want to create? The handmade cookies, stressful. The movie night in pajamas, pure magic. When you get clear on your holiday values first, every decision becomes easier. You're not saying yes to everyone else's idea of perfect. You're saying yes to what actually matters to you and your family. So let me show you exactly how to identify those values and turn them into your holiday game plan. Step 1, identify your core holiday values. Take a moment right now and ask yourself, what do I actually want my family to remember about our holidays? I'm going to wait so you can write it down. Okay. Is it the perfect table settings? Or is it the laughter around the dinner table? Is it expensive gifts? Or is it quality time together? When I got clear on my values, connection, simplicity, family, my holiday decisions became so much easier. Every invitation, every tradition, every task got filtered through those values. That meant fewer office parties, more letting my daughter and her bestie decorate the tree. And they did make holiday cookies. One kind. Also, one tree instead of 3. Yes, Virginia, we really used to put up 3 Christmas trees and make 5 kinds of holiday cookies. Step 2, create your not this year list. This might be the most important step. You're going to make a list of things you're not doing this year. It might be long, so I'm not going to wait for that part. You can do that after. Maybe it's hosting Christmas Eve or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or any of the other holidays at this time of year. Dinner for 20 people. It's a lot of people. Maybe it's handmade gifts for everyone on your list. Maybe it's attending every single holiday party you're invited to. We started our Christmas Day tradition of a big platter of antipasto that people could nosh on until dinner was on the table, rather than me worrying about yet another meal I had to cook for everyone. And you know what happened? Everyone was relieved because I was so much less stressed. Everyone cared more about being together than whether I made turkey and homemade stuffing. Step 3, you're going to design your intentional-ish holiday plan. Most people plan holidays like they're playing Tetris, right? They're cramming every event, tradition, and obligation into their calendar until there's no space left to breathe. But what if you planned holidays like a luxury hotel books their best suite? The Four Seasons doesn't say we'll squeeze you in somewhere. They block out their premier rooms first, then fill around them. That's exactly what I started doing with our rest time. I opened my December calendar and I marked Family Pajama Movie Marathon Day before I wrote down a single party invitation. It felt rebellious, like I was even being a little bit selfish. But here's what happened. When rest was already protected, saying no to the 47th cookie exchange felt easy. When movie night was non-negotiable, missing one holiday party didn't feel like failure. We missed a lot of holiday parties. I'm not kidding. I think we went to one. One woman who attended my intentionalish holiday workshop said this approach gave her permission to pause and reflect instead of just reacting to every holiday demand that came her way. She no longer dreads December. Here's what I want you to remember. The people who love you don't need you to exhaust yourself creating the perfect holiday. They need you present, rested, and actually enjoying the time you have together. This holiday season, I challenge you to try something different. Instead of asking, what does everyone expect from me? Ask, what kind of holiday experience do I want to create based on what truly matters? You could be like my client Nancy, who said she loved the releasing of expectations, as well as focusing on what you, or me, really want. No is a complete sentence. You might want to find your Calmish holidays, the one that honors your values and energy, is exactly the gift your family needs. So, here's the question. What's one holiday expectation you're ready to release this year? I want you to let me know in the comments below. You don't need a perfect holiday. You need one that feels good for you and your family. Click the link in the comments for my free Intentional-ish Holidays Guide, which has gentle prompts, simple shifts, and permission to do December differently. The guide is the digital version of this video, but with even more. I hope you have magical holidays.